I miss you. I miss you.
Brilliant.
I miss you, please. Come back next year. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
Yeah, John, we have to start this over again.
I follow you.
You're my river running high, run deep, run wide.
I follow you. I follow you.
Gareth Stevens, must be disappointing. It must feel like a loss after such a late goal.
Well, to some extent, yeah. We came here to win the game. Looked like we'd probably done just about enough to do that. So the truth is, if you can't get the 3 points, then you're going to have to take one, aren't you? One's better than none at all. I think we showed a huge amount of character out there. David Corley's tucked his goal in superbly well. We were under a lot of pressure. Shamrock Rovers are certainly a better side than their league position suggests. And I don't think there'll be too many teams for the remainder of the season coming here and turning them over.
And you're obviously, now Anthony Elding's gone with that suspension. You're missing already Raffer Taro, and Danny North is obviously not going to be back for a while. So that striker position is going to be very tough to fill now for the next series of games.
Well, I can confirm that I won't be able to fill that role.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Sligo Rovers. We've got a good squad, a decent sized squad, but every club, every team in the country has periods where that squad of theirs is stretched, and ours is getting a little bit stretched at the moment, but we have to deal with it. Is it Liam Martin's chance finally?
Well, Liam did terrifically well pre-season, scored a few goals, and he's been on the bench, I believe, every single game this season. Maybe now is the time for him to get that real chance.
But you know, with young players, you have to be very careful when you blood them, when you give them the chance, because if you're not careful, you can set them back as well. So, you know, there'll be a lot of thought and consideration goes into it.
And how have you found your first series of games here in Ireland?
I've enjoyed it. Yeah, it's terrific. You know, football's my love and my passion, and it's great to be out here and you know, working with a good football club, which Sligo Rovers is, working with a good group of players, which we have here as well, and a structure that gives us a chance in the league.
All right, bro. Your former club, Sligo Rovers.
I'm disappointed we didn't win, to be honest, especially at the end, and they went down to 10 men. We had chances, but you know, they've had a great first half of the season, so we'll take it and we'll move on to Monday now for the next chapter, and hopefully look to build on well, obviously it won't be too hard, but hopefully look to kick on.
Getting that late goal is obviously important, but you know, it was a silly goal to give away. You should have won that game.
Yeah, big time, and you know, we were down a bit after it, but no, we showed great character to get back into it. You know, and Barry's been brilliant all season. He's probably been our player this season so far. So, I mean, everyone makes mistakes, but it's just how we bounce back from it, and we bounced back well. We should have won it.
You seem to have your play generally seems to have improved a fair bit since the last season. Like, has Trevor Crawley been a huge influence for you?
Oh, big time. He's the best there is out there. Certainly the best manager and coach I've ever worked with. So, you know, I think the whole squad benefits from him, though. We'll just keep getting better and better, and you know, we're close to getting that win, and hopefully followed by more.
How tough a season has it been with all those just sort of like silly results, as I said, you know, like as in last week, this week, like games that you probably should have won?
Yeah, that's it, and you know, it's been frustrating as well with a lot of injuries. You know, there hasn't been that many depth. We've had so many injuries, so you know, but we have to just get on with it. We're a new team, we're still gelling, so it'll all come good.
You mentioned the injuries, you know, like as in, surely, you know, he signed a big squad for that purpose, but he doesn't expect to be missing 6 or 7 players every week,
especially when they're all nearly centre backs. I think most were centre back last week as well, but all these things happen, and you know, we have the professionals in the team to deal with it. So I mean, we've done alright considering, you know, but Mondays now is the big one, the start of the next series of games, so hopefully we'll go to get 3 points.
And finally, have you after the first series, could you just analyse what those first 11 games were like?
Hard, tiring, but no, as I said, some of the results haven't gone our way, but as I said, Monday's the start of a new chapter, so we'll kick on then, look to get 3 points.
Alright, bro, thanks. Collie, a goal, but that's not exactly the result you were looking for.
No, we're gutted, to be honest, inside the dressing room. Feels like a loss, but giving away the late goal again like last week, we feel like we've been beaten, but you know, it's always a tough game up here in Tala, and every team in the league will probably be happy with a point, like, but yeah, we're disappointed not to keep the clean sheet. So
it's your first full series of games as champions. How's it been being back as the favourites for the league?
Oh, it's great. We weren't favourites, as you said, going into even though we won it last year, but yeah, we don't mind that. Like, we don't mind being like not favourites or whatever, but we'll just keep trying playing the way we are, and I feel we were unlucky tonight.
And your goal was a bit of a sort of a poacher's effort, you know. And speaking of poacher's efforts, you know, Anthony Elding's going to be a huge loss now for you for the next few games.
He is, yeah. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you, but yeah,
seems like a bit of messing going on.
Yeah, it seemed like it's something we don't really need, but we'll have to move on and we'll have to deal with it.
You know, coming to Tala, it's obviously one of the toughest places to go to. It must be a huge relief when you score a goal like that sort of early on in the second half.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, as a team we pressed them well, and we made them make the mistake, and we pounced on it. Like, but again, I feel after we conceded the goal, we kind of sat back a bit. But I think that'll happen to everyone if they take the lead up here. Like, because obviously Shams are a good team, good passing team, but yeah, we're unfortunate.
And finally, you know, since that Pats game, you've not exactly been in the best of form in the league. Like, did that really sort of take the wind out of you, just finally losing that first game?
They probably give us a bit of a wake-up call, to be honest. That we have to be at our best all the time, because teams are looking at us and looking at ways to beat us, and obviously Pats dealt with it and they beat us deservedly. But we need to just. That was a bit of a wake-up call, to be honest. Yeah. And we're going back there. We're getting back to ourselves now, and the win tonight, although everyone's disappointed, we can't be dwelling on it too much, because we got 30 on Monday. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Alright, thanks. Well, I'll leave you back off to your warm now. Jason McGuinness, you're back playing against your former club. How have you enjoyed that game tonight?
Really enjoyed it, yeah. I thought we controlled large parts of the game. Look at this fella in me room right now.
I love you.
Take care, Joe.
I miss you, man.
Joe, what did you make of that game?
Which game?
That game just there.
I'm still love him. I miss you. I miss you.
Brilliant.
I miss you.
This
Please.
fella, what?
Come back next year. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
Here, Joe, we have to start this over again.
Is that all it's...
I follow.
You pal.
Follow you. Follow me.
I reckon that call is all it needs to get you back to Sligo Rovers.
I'm happy where I am, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was a good game. I thought we controlled large parts of it. Goal was against the run of play, but it was encouraging performance from Shamrock Rovers, so we'll build on that.
And with all due respect, you still look maybe like you were still like getting back to full fitness after the sort of the injury problems at the start.
Yeah, towards the end, the last 5 minutes, a bit tired. That's to be expected. They've been out for 6 weeks, and that happens. Build on it now.
And obviously you weren't involved in the game last week, but that must have been one of the bigger disappointments of the whole season.
It was, because we've controlled that game as well. We just need a bit of luck to go away. I mean, we nipped the back door alone for the set piece. That's what happened to us against UCD.
It's quite similar to what happened today. A lot of missed chances, and you could have almost regretted it if Shepherd hadn't scored that header.
Well, at least we're making those chances.
That's true.
That's the important thing from our point of view. So, as I said, we'll build on that, and we'll go forward to Monday now against Dundalk.
It's been a bit of a mental start to the season for you, like as in you never know what Shamrock Rovers team is going to show up, considering the amount of injuries you've had.
We've dealt with a couple of injuries, but we've got a good squad, and we'll be able to deal with that. You can see that. I think it'll turn for us now.
And your first series of games back at Shamrock Rovers is finished. How could you analyse that one?
Well, we've seen every team now. There's nothing that will worry us too much. We'll try and keep lads fit and move on and get maximum points from games.
And finally, how has the Trevor Crawley factor been with you generally this season?
He's been brilliant. He's trying to put in. There's a new bunch of players there, a lot of new staff, new players. It won't happen overnight. Players know that, fans know that. We just got to keep doing the right things. I think we've done a lot of right things tonight. If we keep doing them things will change for us.
Alright, Brill, thanks very much. Aaron Green, I don't think I've ever seen you play at left back before, but that's a pretty good performance. And barring that late goal, it's a pretty decent game from Sligo Rovers.
Well, to be fair, I played 10 times on my first year for Sligo left full, so I really enjoyed it. And I just want to go and play. For me to play, that's all I'm happy with. And for us to come here, disappointed not to win, but we take a point and we'll move on.
What's it like being back at your former home?
Sure, I didn't play a lot here, to be honest, so it doesn't really feel like that. And I only think I made 5 starts of these last year.
Are you saying this doesn't feel like home?
No, I only live a stone's throw away. I'm actually going to walk home after here, but I don't like. I would have liked to play a lot more games than I was forced here, but that's the way football is, and you don't hold any grudges. I didn't get signed back, so that's the way I had to take it, and look forward to this year with Sligo. So.
And after that rapid start to the season, it slowed down a bit after the Pats game, but it's still not been a bad start to the season. Like only one loss.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was doing a lot of interviews, and people think that we're on a bad streak. I don't think we've only been
like 3
games. But think of the opposition that are going to be competing. Shamrock Rovers. Of course, but a lot of people think Shamrock Rovers are down now. They've got a great bunch of players and a good background staff, and they'll put a run together. But for us, we want to keep the pressure on other teams as well. We know Derry went top of the league tonight, but we have them on Monday night in the showgrounds. We look forward to that, and if we keep winning, then it has to keeps the pressure on other teams like Shamrock Rovers and Drogheda to keep winning. So for us, we just got to look after ourselves and take each game as it comes.
And you've mentioned obviously you don't hold any grudges over last year, but it must feel very different to be sort of maybe feel a bit more included in this squad with Barclough and Stevens than maybe with Kenny last year.
Yeah, because of playing. It's different. It's different when you're a player. All you want to do is play. Ask anyone, and I know I'm like Mark and one of my good friends there tonight, Gary McCabe, and all you want to do for me to play. I'm happy Ross and Dav are suspended tonight, so the gaffer kind of pulled me a few days.
You're happy the 2 of your best players are suspended, yeah?
No, but like I knew he was gonna start me left full. But as you say, you didn't see me play left full last game. McGuinness, you only conceded 1 goal. I played.
Because you're class.
No, we played. I played 11 games under Paul Cook there, but no, so I enjoy it. You get a lot of experience from it, and for us to come here, we're bitterly disappointed not to win the game, but great credit to Shamrock Rovers, and we're just, as I say, bitterly disappointed not to see it over the final line. But we can go and make a good performance now on Monday, and hopefully go back top of the league if we beat Derry.
Finally, you mentioned Monday. With Anthony Elding getting suspended tonight, you've got now Curtaro himself and North all out. Like, who's going to go up front for that game? It looks like it's Liam Martin's chance to shine.
Nah, Liam, I swear, watch out for that boy. He's a very, very good player. But my initially play is just Gavin Dykes is messing. My position is a striker, but all I want to do is keep playing. And Liam Martin, as you say, why not? He's scored our most goals in pre-season, but he's an incredible talent, and he just needs to get a few games. And no doubt about it, he came on the other day against Drogheda and he was lively. And I think
seems like he's come on a few times for you now.
He's very sharp, and he's not very big, but you think he's very elusive. You think you're going to win a lot, but he'll just nip it in training and stuff. But he's one to watch out for, and I think it could be his chance. You never know. But we've got Raf to come back as well, so Raf can play up there.
Is he going to be back next week?
Yeah. Well, I'm actually surprised. I thought he would have been on the bench today, but the gaffer didn't want to risk him. But so we've got Raf, we've got Liam, me, Raf, and Ryan Connolly played a lot of three of us up top of a centre. We just kept swapping. So he's got many choices that you can select from. But just we're in tomorrow and we're in Sunday, so we'll just prepare properly for Derry and give them the utmost respect that they deserve.
All right, thanks very much. Carl Shepherd, nice goal there tonight, but I mean, it must be disappointing to miss the amount of chances that Shamrock Rovers did in general.
Yeah, I think that's sort of been what's happened the last few games. We've been dominating games, but we just haven't really been clinical enough in front of goal. But I think if you look back at the game, I'd say they had one, maybe two shots on our goal, which is a bit unlucky really from us to concede like that. But especially in the manner that we did concede, it's disappointing. But we just have to look at it as a positive that Sligo are obviously top of the league and for a reason. But
get a result against them.
Yeah, well, we have to obviously want to get 3 points against them, which we certainly did want to get them. I'd say we probably merited it tonight, but we were just unlucky.
And you found it a bit different than maybe the last time you were at Shamrock Rovers since you came back. How have you enjoyed this sort of one up top role that you have?
Yeah, well, I think to be honest, in Europe we played it a bit and I enjoyed it then, and obviously I'm really enjoying it again under Trevor. He's certainly making us play a different brand of football, which is obviously enjoying because we're getting the ball down and passing it as much as we can, and hopefully in the next few weeks we'll get results with it.
How different is the Crawley style of football to the O'Neill or the McDermott or the Paul Cook at Accrington Stanley or whatever?
He's certainly his own man. Trevor has always been his own man, and I think that it's starting to show out on the field that we're passing teams sort of off the park at times, but we just almost need to get the goals from, and I hope we start getting them from, because he's certainly getting us playing the right football anyway.
You look like you were a lot happier with yourself this year than you look like you found a new Carl Shepherd this year now that you're back at Shamrock Rovers, at least until July.
Yeah, I feel a lot happier now that I'm playing, and I feel wanted really. That's the main thing. When you don't feel wanted, I think it comes through on the field. Here, I love being at Rovers and I love everything about it really, and the fans are great and the club's great for me at the moment, so I just hopefully keep on playing and playing well.
You mentioned being wanted, signing for Reading and so soon afterwards getting sent out on loan, must have been one of the tougher experiences of your career.
Yeah, when I first signed it was obviously great, and after a great year here, but obviously then I got injured for about 6 months, and then after that I was sent out on loan, and then didn't really find my feet out on loan, and then came here, and then obviously it's starting to go a bit better now.
So do you think if you play well enough here, you can go back there and show them what they've been missing and get started in the Championship?
I'm not too sure. I'll just have to wait and see. At the moment I'm happy playing football, and that's the only thing I want to do is play football.
Alright, and finally, you're the first series of games back has finished now. How could you assess that?
I think it's almost been a transition period really. We started a bit slow and trying to change the way we play really, going from last year into this year, and the boys, I think now we're really starting to click as a team, and hopefully we'll start getting results.
Alright, Brill, thanks so much.